Tools required: tape measure, scribe, spirit level, paintbrush, penny roller, silicone roller, sealant gun, impact driver or cordless drill, leaf blower. Materials required: spray contact adhesive, 6-inch mechanical fixing tape, EPDM primer, waterblock mastic, termination bar, self-sealing termination bar screws, circular patch, lap edge sealant, surgical gloves, glass cleaner, black plastic cover caps. Make sure the fleece-backed EPDM membrane is bonded to the roof surface up to where it meets the existing felt or other boundary materials. Apply spray contact adhesive to the roof surface and the underside of the fleece-backed membrane. Wait for EPDM primer to be touch dry. Position 6-inch, which is 155mm, mechanical fixing tape along the join. Use a tape measure to measure 85mm from the join to the edge of the mechanical fixing tape. Use a scribe to mark the membrane surface at this point. Also mark 85mm from the join at the other end of the length of mechanical fixing tape. Use the straight edge of a spirit level and a scribe to mark an 85mm prime line along the length of the join. Position the mechanical fixing tape to check it lines up correctly. Use a paintbrush to apply EPDM primer along the 85mm strip next to the join. Make sure to apply primer 10mm past the prime line. Wait for EPDM primer to be touch dry. Position the mechanical fixing tape over the join and primer. Anchor it at the starting point. Peel back a length of poly backing tape at a 45-degree angle and press the tape onto the primer. Keep the tape taut and continue pulling the poly backing out at a 45-degree angle and follow along, pressing the tape into the primer as you go. Use a penny roller to apply pressure to the intersecting seam. Continue pulling the backing tape out at a 45-degree angle and press the remaining mechanical fixing tape onto the primer. Use a silicone roller to apply pressure throughout the tape side of the mechanical fixing tape. Use a penny roller to apply extra pressure along the very edge of the tape. Use a scribe to mark the existing adjoining roof surface along the edge of the rubber side of the mechanical fixing tape. Fold back the blank side of the mechanical fixing tape. Use the straight edge of a spirit level and a scribe to mark a second line within 25mm. Fold back the blank side of the mechanical fixing tape and use an appropriate weight. Here we're using a spirit level to hold it down. Use a sealant gun to apply a bead of waterblock mastic along the second internal line. Fold the blank side of the mechanical fixing tape onto the waterblock mastic and smooth it down by hand. Carefully position a termination bar along the edge of the membrane. Use an impact driver or cordless drill to screw a self-sealing termination bar screw into each pre-drilled hole along the termination bar to provide a compression seal. Use a leaf blower to remove any dust or debris. Place a circular patch on the adjoining seam area and mark around it with a scribe. Use a paintbrush to apply EPDM primer within the adjoining seam patch area just marked. Wait for EPDM primer to be touch dry. Place the patch onto the primer. Use a penny roller to apply pressure to the cross within the adjoining seam patch. Use a silicone roller to apply pressure to the whole adjoining seam patch. Use a penny roller to apply pressure around the circular edge of the adjoining seam patch. Use a sealant gun to apply a bead of lap edge sealant around the circular edge of the adjoining seam patch. Use a sealant gun to apply a bead of lap edge sealant along both sides of the termination bar. Make sure you're wearing surgical gloves. Wet your finger with soapy water or glass cleaner and smooth the lap edge sealant to a neat finish. Press black plastic cover caps onto each screw head for a neat finish.